Is going on, everybody? Welcome to Base Other. It's getting more and more unintelligible every single time that I log in and do it. All right, cool. So I have Project Zomboid on the docket today. That's what we are going to be playing. Need to just set up the stream stuff like I always do, and then we're going to dive into it. So yeah, just sit tight for 2 seconds here. Let me at least switch to the multi-stream. See, I started doing that first, right? Started switching to the multi-stream first, so I could actually see all the chats as I'm setting up all of the chats. Every of the chats. There we go. All right, so there we go with that one, and then there's the portrait one. All right, and then we got TikTok on the screen. We got Twitch on the screen. Cool, so now we just got to set up YouTube and pop out some chats. Hope you guys are having an awesome Monday. Is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday. Gotta love Mondays. Mondays are fun. What's going on, Chrome? Why are you being so slow? Pop out chat. I probably shouldn't be using Chrome while I'm streaming. It's a very, very CPU heavy browser. Should be using something like Firefox. I think Jay uses Opera. And when he first told me that, I was like, Opera? Really? You use Opera? And the more he told me about it, it kind of like makes more sense and stuff like that. Anyway, let me, in the meantime, man, everything is running slow on my PC. Like, I'm functioning just fine. Like, the camera's working just great. Everything is going slow. Where's my game capture? Let me at least get that moving while YouTube's taking forever. But yeah, we'll get into this very, very shortly. Got a lot to work on today inside of Zomboid. Man, is Streamlabs being slow on me too? Weird. Did a lot of video work today, and so we have a we got a grounded video that just dropped. See, and then tonight I'm dropping my first experience playing Scum. So I'm pretty excited about that one. All right, hang on. Streamlabs is now being all laggy and slow. So just sit tight for a minute here. Everything's trying to catch up. Man, it looks like I might have to like reset some things here if this doesn't play ball. Not fun having technical issues right at the beginning of a stream. But sit tight for 2 seconds. All right, so it just actually, there's the game right there. Just popped on. I knew it was going to happen. All right, just got one more chat that I just got to set up. And then I am done and we can get into building. Today we're going to be working on the farm. And then also I have a lot of logs to like chop down and stuff like that all over the base. So that way we can do these palisade walls. YouTube is not getting enough video to maintain a stream thing. You want to join our Discord? Yeah, no worries. Head to any one of our long form videos if you want to join up our Discord. Head to any of our long form videos and I keep the link. There's like 2 hyphens, like a double hyphen there in the description of every video. Right underneath that, you'll see the link to the Discord, or you can just check our YouTube bio. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so that's done. YouTubes are done. Sorry about the delay, everybody. Let's go ahead and slide TikTok over. What up, Don't Ask? How you doing there? All right, and we got Project Zomboid. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. I forgot to grab myself some water. I need to go get some water in just a minute. Project Zomboid not responding. What? What? Of course it's going to be like that. That was the issue that we were having from the beginning, I guess. There we go. Okay, it's coming back in. Just give it a minute. I'm doing good. You can't play anymore? You getting off? Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. 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 I'm wanting to check out the new South Park. Is that a scarecrow? Did somebody build a scarecrow over here? Kind of looks like a creepy scarecrow, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that is a scarecrow. Yep. Either that or it's just like a mannequin. All right, cool. You were just on? Well, that's awesome, King. Not King, I'm sorry. Don't ask. Sorry. I'll watch your loot. Hang on, where's your loot pile? Because I think these 2 are my loot piles, or is that your loot pile? I think this one's my loot pile. I think that one's mine. But yeah, there's just so much loot just scattered about the base right now. So it's all good. There's your loot pile. I see all your loot over there. Yep, I got you. I'll keep tabs on it, buddy. All right, so what we're working on is pretty much all of this stuff over here. I just laid out a bunch of logs. Hang on. Why am I this over encumbered? What's going on? Why am I... Hang on. Do I have my admin powers on? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Every time that we spawn in, we get our admin powers. So there we go. Okay, no longer over encumbered because I don't have my admin weight on. Let's head on over in here and get started. Love that the collector barrels are finally starting to get collection, like water collection in there. That's super cool. Okay. So again, today is going to be all about walls and some other stuff. Just add more of this junk in here. I don't know why I dropped both of those. I want both of those back. Okay. Don't really need that shotgun, but whatever. Okay, let's put our, just for the sake of building, we're going to move the shotgun into the hiking bag and then get back to work. Oh, it's inside? Okay, I'll have to go check it out in just a little bit here. In the meantime, this is what we're working on these palisade walls back here, just to kind of get a little opening put together. But I need to get some ripped clothing to make this all happen. Excuse me. Thanks for whoever was defending the farm. Appreciate that. Where upstairs? Is it in the kids' room, the library, or in one of those crafted rooms that I made? Was it not the dish towels? It's weird. Oh, I only speak English, and I don't even do that very well. And so I apologize, but I'm not going to be able to understand anything you're saying if it's not written in English. Sorry about that, guys. Did I walk away before? Yeah, I'm walking away before any of this can be ripped. Let's rip it properly. Thanks for saying hi. I can see you hit that button. Appreciate that. All right. I'll go upstairs in just a couple minutes, buddy. Hang on. Let me just get this section of logs done. Just a ridiculous amount of palisade logs happening. Yeah, it definitely looks like you guys had to kind of clear a bunch of stuff out. Nothing here, just a bra. Ah, well, there you go. Yeah, I don't speak Russian. Jay does, the other streamer, and I should say he's not fluent or anything like that, but the other streamer on this channel, he speaks a little bit of Russian. And so there you go. All right, let me grab, hey, Henry, how you doing, buddy? We'll grab these logs over here. And then we'll go build some more palisades. Man, we're only going to be able to build these one at a time. It's so unfortunate, but it's going to be so worth it to have this thing just all built out. Next time, I am going to move things along. That would explain why power is out. Because if you were on for almost all day, I know that we've put at least 8 hours into the server already. And so if you were on all day and it's gone, we have everything set to 1 hour per 1 day. Like, that's the ratio. And so if you were on for like pretty much like a whole day, yeah, we broke the 30 hours that it takes to get to the next month here. Which, I mean, is all good. I'm not saying that it's not a good thing. I want to move us along, you know? Oh, this is going to take so long. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's a generator inside of... Wait, is there a generator right here at this one? I thought 17 put a generator right here. But you said the generator is not on at this base? Hang on, let me see if that generator is going to activate the lights here. Probably should not have the logs on me if I'm going to do this. All right, let's go check the generator real fast. Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. All right, so the generator's by the kitchen. That's over here. Okay. Disconnect. Connection. Fuel, it's at 0. Okay. So yeah, it burned itself out. Man, it sucks that all of the food went bad, though. That sucks. All right, we got to keep this one. This one apparently is costing us a lot of fuel. Did you move the fuel, or no? That's your storage or somebody else's storage. All right, this is where I put the gas cans, though. Grab one of these. All right, I want to go see where your stuff is at and what improvements you have made upstairs. I probably should have turned the lights on. Is that the watermelon slice on the ground? Don't leave rotten food on the ground. Gotta clear this out. Okay. I love the new fridge up here, but I mean, again, it's all rotten at this point. That's your loot stash. I see it. I see it. Exciting. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Easy enough. Easy enough. Is there another thing of stairs? It's like over here, right? Yeah, there it is. All right. Let's get the power turned back on here. Oh, it was in the other room? It wasn't that one? Either that or you might be... Okay, no, that is you. That is you. All right. Let's fill this generator up. Power this thing on. There we go. Perfect. All right, and how much is left inside of this gas can? It's empty at this point. Cool. Just bring it with us. All right, so let's get back here and get back to work on the fence. Now that we have the generator set up, I'm curious if these floodlights are going to be able to work in, or are going to be working now. So 2 seconds. All right, drop this here. Move light bulb. Hang on. I've never actually hooked the floodlights up, so we'll see if that works. Oh yeah, free. Like we shouldn't have an issue with finding food. I'm pretty sure Jay and 17 brought back a bunch of canned goods the other day, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. Is the game audio working? Hang on. I might need to fix the game audio real quick. No, it should be working. It's just light rain. That's all that's playing right now. Either way. Oh, wait. Hang on. I gotta fix this. Oh, yeah. We're stocked up in terms of equipment. It's just a matter of getting everything working, right? So I don't know if this generator is too far away from this right here. But either way, I want to see if we can get this floodlight turned on real fast. Cool. All right. It says remove the light bulb, but that's not going to help us with anything. Still, I'm going to take it out. Just make sure it's not broken or anything like that. Where is it? There it is. There's the light bulb. All right, well, we'll add the light bulb. You think you got trolled? How do you mean, bud? Why are you not turning on? All right, I might need to bring a generator over closer to this area so those activate. All right, next up. Let's get more. Let's keep going with these logs. Looks like we're going to be able to do 2 more of these. I think this is probably in every single base building game I play, especially the ones that I stream. Building walls is probably the most boring part of an entire mega base build. Am I a Discord mod? I mean, we run a Discord channel, but I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to, Lovely. Zombies spawn in our base? Epic. Are they spawning in our base, or are they just wandering in there? Alright, let's head on back this way. Hey, we still got a few rep sheets. Let's go ahead and add the final wall. And then we're probably going to have to take a little break here. Cool. All right, take a little break. It's almost midnight, so I'm not like too thrilled about going outside or anything like that. I can probably find some stuff to do inside that would be beneficial, like build out some storage, build out some planks, that type of thing. In fact, I might actually have some planks inside. Let's grab this guy and bring it in with us. And then we'll chop a few more. Okay. And I want to grab some nails before we head on in there. Yeah. As many of those as possible. Oh, don't ask. Just ignore lovely. Just ignore that nonsense. All right, let's get back over this way. And man, I guess I could just build out the rooms a little bit more. All right, let's get some of the power back on this way. I see that dude coming in. Yeah, so this base, it appears to be bigger than the generator can pull on its own, because I cannot get in here. Yeah, that light's not working. Okay, so let's see how far that generator goes, but it looks like we're going to need to find another generator. This one is giving us power, it looks like, back here to the hallways. Yeah, these are all lit. The GigaMart, okay. Do we... do you know if there are any generators over that way? Because that would actually be really cool. You found a generator really close? Okay. Where at? Because that's going to be pretty handy. Yeah, because this light ain't working either. It looks like we're actually going to need 3 or 4 generators to power this whole building. That's crazy. I was not expecting it to be like that. I mean, I guess we could take out some of the kitchen equipment, right? And where's the light switch for the kitchen? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like we could take out some of the kitchen equipment because this is overpowered. Like, we don't need all of this stuff. Like, do we need the espresso deluxe? Probably not, right? All right, from the GigaMart go down. Okay. I'll check it out shortly. In the meantime, I'm eating a candy cane. It's midnight. It's like I'm not running out right now. You need all of it? That means that we're going to be living to fill generators, my dude. Like, this has already burned 79%. Like, the burn on this is ridiculous. And so, yeah, okay, power consumption. Yeah, it says it right here. There is no way we're going to be able to power this entire building with these tiny generators. Yeah, it's a lot of food, but, like, that's what I'm saying is we're consuming too much energy, and we're going to not be able to sustain it. It's not sustainable. Like, I would love for it to be sustainable, but it's not sustainable. We're going to have to figure out either get more generators and kind of make that happen that way. Oh, there goes my mic. Or we're going to need to play with it a little bit so that way we're not burning this much fuel. Because this is crazy. Like, I've had that fuel in there for about, what, 5 minutes? And we're already under a quarter. Hang on, let's check it out. Yeah, we're already just about a quarter, and it's only been like 5-10 minutes of gameplay. So we got to figure something else out. Those generators are just going to be way too weak. Okay, so let's put some doors in here real fast. That's probably going to be the best bet. So let's get some planks. I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe in the near future you could. Like, or not in the near future, but like maybe tomorrow. I'll probably end up doing more Zomboid tomorrow. I was going to be doing a lot more grounded content. Like, we just released that base building video. But I don't know, like, early access is good. You know, I'm not complaining about it. But there's a lot more that game needs to do. in my honest opinion. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Carpentry, door. What? I need one more plank. It's lame. And we're going to leave these planks here so I'm not over encumbered. God, so many nails right here. It's another reason why I'm over encumbered. Did I see the game? What game? Oh, the one that you said that I should check out? I need to. Man, look at all those nails. Look at all those crazy... That's a crazy amount of nails. That's like 800 nails right there. I opened like 10 packs of nails, and that's what I've been kind of hanging out with. All right, so I need to get rid of this. I have high exertion. Let's do this a little bit differently. I was going to just sit on the ground outside in the rain, but that seems too emo even for me. So I'm going to instead head over here and sit in a chair. Sleep? No, we just need to rest. Just need to rest. No, I'll check it out probably tonight. It's been nonstop today. Like, I had so much that I just needed to get done, and I haven't really had a chance to do much of anything else aside from like make videos today and kind of do some client tasks. And so I will probably have a chance to take care of that in a very, very little while when I stop. Like, even after I get done with my stream tonight, I'm going to hang out with my kids for a few hours, put them to bed, and then probably keep working a little bit just because there's so much more that I need to get done. All right, finally getting rid of some of this exertion. I'm trying to get up to Carpentry 5 because there's some new stuff that I'll be able to do at Carpentry 5. Hey, Abraham. Kind of. So this isn't a... We've scaled it down from like the Apocalypse settings. And so our server is more like the builder mode because that's the primary focus of what we're trying to do on this one. And so when we first launched it, it was in the Apocalypse setting, and that was definitely a little chaotic here. That's not a bad idea. We definitely could use it. Like, we definitely are going to need everything. All right, come on. Give me just... I'm going to randomly click on a tree so we can find more. There we go. I just need like one more plank, so this will do. But yeah, just a few more hours till morning, and then we'll be able to go down to the GigaMart. I want to grab the pickup trucks and go on a hunt for generators, because apparently this is going to be a lot of generators, and I wasn't even expecting to do that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Why am I carrying a bloody t-shirt? Random? Let's make a sheet rope out of that and drop it on the ground. Okay. Right. Door time. Carpentry door. What am I missing? Wooden door. Nails. Of course. Of course, because I dropped my nails on the ground in the hallway here. You're going to tell me that I don't have enough nails. So let's go fix that. Okay. Nails. Oh, why are we frozen? I don't want to be frozen. Nails. There we go. Okay, grab one. Yeah, I just need like one at a time. What's my mechanic skill? My mechanic skill, I think, is less than 1. I think I'm only at like maybe 10% of level 1 on mechanics. I have not done much mechanic work in this one. Okay, so now we need to saw these logs. Yep. Trying to just see, like, here's all my skills. I'm just trying to stack carpentry right now. So I've read all of the books to increase my experience there, but like I have so much more that I need to do here. All right, door, wooden door, door. Kitchen door has been fixed. That's what's his name? 17 Dragonfishes. He's the man doing the what's it called? Actually, that's not that high of a burn rate. That only went... Okay, so I must have not loaded it to full. All right, whatever. So yeah, no, we definitely... I'll be working on the electrical, but he's doing the mechanical stuff and metalworking. And so yeah, we should be able to be very formidable with that. Sorry, this is a lot of nails, so every single time that I try to pick them up, it like kind of freezes the game a little bit. Just because I have to move a ton of nails here. All right, there's all the nails. Let's get upstairs. So this main room, we need to also craft out a little bit. Upstairs, not over here. This main room, we also need to craft out a little bit. But now we are over here. Okay. So we need to build some stuff in general. Just seeing, let's see. We don't really need any bookshelves. Could put a bunch of shelves up here. That's what we'll do. We'll put a bunch of shelves inside of this crafted room. And then this will kind of, I don't know, maybe this will be the inside storage. What to do tomorrow? It's going to be boring, but you could help me with the palisade. Like the giant wall that I'm building around everything. You could help me out with that. That's probably the best bet. But yeah, it's going all the way from where it's starting at the farm, all the way up to the river. And then it's going to go all the way around the parking lot and then cut straight through. So it's going to take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of logs. It's going to be probably the biggest one that I've ever made in this game. And then I'm pretty excited. But that's a big part of it. All right, grab a plank. See, this is more about collecting materials than it is anything else. And we're not destroying any of the kid, like, stuff, right? You know, there's a bunch of stuff in here, but we're not going to destroy it all. Just going to destroy some of the furniture, so that way I can get some planks up here without having to go outside while it's still dark. Why so small? You mean, why am I so small? Why is it zoomed so far out? It's just how I play sometimes. I don't know. I approach this game very relaxed, like it's a point-and-click game, as opposed to it's a zombie survival game. So, I don't know. Don't know if that made sense. All right, disassemble. Can't do that because it's got a sink and I don't know metalworking. I don't want to get rid of that one. What's this, a trash can? All right, we won't get rid of that. Why is the wall so small? That's not a small wall. It's a massive wall. There's so much involved in that wall. All right, are these both bathrooms? Yep. All right. I'm not trying to, like, destroy the furniture here, but I might need to, like, go somewhere else because I need planks. All right, whatever. Let's just cut down some more trees. I have moderate exertion again. But yeah, once we get some more lighting back here, we got a bunch of generators banked up. I think it'll be a successful base. At least I'm hoping. I mean, it's just the base of operations. We're just gathering a bunch of resources here. Then everybody loads up a car, heads to Louisville, and we go to reclaim the city. That's the plan. Nice. That's something we definitely need. Definitely use the kitchen that's downstairs and like that little cafe area. I'll wall it out. I'll wall out a good space for you right now. That's something that I could do instead of building nonsensical shelves upstairs. Yeah, that's something that I could actually effectively do. Especially because it's 5 a.m. now. It's not so dark. All right, high exertion again. I have a bunch of, oh, what's it called? Sorry, I'm blanking on the word. I have a bunch of sheet ropes somewhere, but I have no idea where those are. There's 5 planks right here. It's kind of handy. I have a feeling they're in the back of the truck. This kind of makes sense. I got a few worms already. At least I think I grabbed a few worms. Man, this character's tired. Oh, sweet. I thought I left the nails upstairs. But okay, so you see how you have a counter right here? And like the coffee shop and all the sinks, and it leads right into the kitchen. What we're going to do... And where does this wall go? I want to turn and face this way. Okay, so you can see through this. Oh, worms for currency. I did kind of forget about that. Okay, so we're going to do some wall frames right here. And I'm going to start building out your restaurant. probably move a bunch of these tables and chairs. But yeah, this will be where we build out your restaurant. All right, time to take a break on this big comfy couch. And hopefully I'm not going to die. But I'm going to take a break, and I am going to... Let me do this. Sit on the ground, and then rest. Yeah, like that. Double whammy, right? Get 50% off at the restaurant. Fantastic. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm going to grab something to drink. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, looks like we're a little peckish. Okay. All right. I'll have to go handle that in just a couple minutes. First things first, though, these are going to be the next ones that we're going to be cutting down, so I don't have to run that far. Yo, what up, Charlie? How you doing, buddy? It has been a long time. Well, that's exciting, buddy. All right, let me go ahead and get... Yeah, I'm pretty excited about setting this up on a riverbank. That was something that Jay and I talked about doing, so that way we could invest in fishing. So that's something that I'll probably work on a little bit today, is getting the like fishing house, boat house kind of thing set up. Did you see that little shanty clip from what game was that? Dreadline Net Quota was the name of that game. It was a great game. Like, really great game. Alright. Trying to keep it as, like, low-key as possible here. But I'm going to try, like, all of this is getting cut down. And so it's going to be a lot of work. I've already done a lot of it. It is. It's probably one of my favorite shanties that ever came out. There's a handful of good ones, and I don't know the names of them. The Wellerman's pretty good, too. I really, really like that one. But yeah, that's the one that always comes to my mind. There's the Drunken Sailor one. Alright, just chopping these down as we go. Again, somewhere I had a bunch of sheet ropes, so I would be able to, like, 4-stack these or so. Leave a key for a car? What happened to your car? What happened to that whole, like, you had a whole police cruiser. What happened to your cruiser, buddy? You no longer cruising? Alright, let's eat this real quick. Let's eat a choco cake. Delicious. Alright, can we get any more of these logs? No. You broke your car? Damn, that's unfortunate. Well, 17 should be able to fix it. Just bring it over to where his shop is. There's like that dilapidated car that he's been destroying outside. Just put your car next to that, and then shoot him a message saying that you need your car repaired, and he'll clean it right up just for the experience. Like we're all part of the same team if you're on the Base Legend server. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going with this wall. All right, I kind of see, I want to include this little lounge area up here into the restaurant that we're building out. So let's go ahead and drop these logs here. Really? That's all I was able to bring? All right, then I'm dropping all of those nails again. Then hang on over here, sheets. Everything else, I guess, can stay. All right, back to having our exhausted mood lit. So let's go ahead and rest. Well, there you go, buddy. Fun late nights. That's kind of how I always am. Like, even though I have to get up at like 5:30 in the morning for the other channel and the other stuff that we do for that one, just because it's like relevant news content and all that stuff. Like, I'm up until like midnight or 1 every day, like getting 3-4 hours of sleep. It's such a bad, unhealthy choice, but it's worth it. It's enjoyable, at least. Just trying to get this this exhaustion dealt with as I'm moving. In case anybody was wondering why I'm just kind of sitting here doing nothing. I also probably could dump some other stuff. Like, I still have this shotgun, which is a massive, massive load, and I probably don't need to be carrying that. But oh well. There are a lot of dead zombies. That's why I don't know if we're going to do a graveyard like we were talking about yesterday, or if we're going to just make a giant funeral pyre and light them all on fire. But the fire is just so, like, uncontainable in this game that that it may not be worth it to do all that. But either way. Okay, so we got 7 logs. That's enough to at least saw into some planks here. Oh. Well, that's exciting. Well, maybe I'll find another car while I go to GigaMart. I'll probably do that in just a little bit after I lay out all these frames. Would love to hit Carpentry 5 before I do that, which very possible. All right, and that's the last log right there. Oh man, when are we gonna do mods? We'll probably start doing mods tomorrow if I have the time to it. But like, fair warning, if you haven't picked up on it thus far, like, I have a relatively busy schedule, and so I try not to make like finite plans about stuff like that in case something has to change, because it has many times before. Really? Really? Give me these nails then. It's kind of annoying that I have to carry these nails with me with how many there are. But whatever. We only had 19. Where your car is, where it's facing to? What? I'm not sure I understand what you mean there, bud. Alright, so we're gonna right here. Again, I'm gonna just kind of frame out this lounge area as part of the restaurant that we're building. Fantastic. Look at you showing off. I'll go to my car eventually. I want to finish framing out this restaurant before I go. Oh, I know. Yeah, I have so many. I think I have a ton of ropes and like sheet ropes in there too. And so it's a lot more than that. But either way, I don't have much more before I'm going to get up to level 5. And I'm at that multiplier 8. So yeah, I just need to finish this and I should get there. Alright, let's build it up. Let's get all of these. So, man, I kind of all right. I'll move the other tables here. Let's go ahead and do that. But we'll have to put them down up here first so that way we don't get blocked out. All right, carpentry, walls, frames. Just want to have this looking clean. All right, and then after this one, I think is where I'm going to put the door frame. So hang on, door frame, yeah. Actually, I think the door frame still needs to go on a wall frame. So I don't know what I'm thinking of. Do I have any pets? Yeah, that's why there's a cat tree behind me. I have 3 cats. And so their names are Liberty Bell, Renoa, and Miso. And so Liberty Bell is like a Maine Coon, like mix, ragdoll mix. And so she's a couple different things. Oops, that was a little painful. And then I have Renoa, she's a Siamese ragdoll mix. And then Miso is a Siamese. And so, yeah. I have some really cool cats. I have some cool cats. Miso's kind of a pain sometimes. Garfield, great name for a cat. Great name for a cat. All right, almost done with these wall frames. What? What am I missing? Oh. I didn't saw any of the logs, that's why. Well, there you go, living up to his namesake. That's fantastic. So is he like the orange, fat, tabby kind of looking cat? Because those are awesome. I love those cats. All right, so once I finish what's in my inventory here, I'll probably move these table and chairs so that way I have a little bit more space. Or I guess I could just build it out like here. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Because I think this is where it's supposed to be. Yeah. So this is the last one, and then they go down from here. Let's see if I have... I don't think I have enough planks to do this. Yeah. All right, so drop all these right here. And then get all this junk. Oh, really? Where you said you were over in Croatia, right? Well, what is going on in Croatia right now? I actually have no idea. Hey, that gamer chick. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. What? Give me this white mug. Don't leave this white mug just sitting about. I want a white mug. Thank you. All right, and over here, we'll throw... Well, we can keep the kettles. We don't need the mugs, though. Hey, what's going on? Man, the Numa Numa A song. I have not heard that one in forever. Master of Food. Well, there you go. That kind of sounds like where I'm from, but all of our fires are like forest fires that people set and stuff like that. All right, I need to eat something, so let's eat this chocolate bar right here. Delicious. A cat war. Hey, Gavin. Yeah, more projects, Zomboid. I was thinking about doing some Grounded 2, but to be honest with you, Grounded 2 needs a little bit of work. It's fun, but it definitely it needs a little bit of work. Just needs a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit of work. That's all. Just a little bit. Oh, man. I don't know why I started walking away. I was looking for the VAR, and I couldn't see it, but it's right there. Thanks for the likes, guys, by the way. I appreciate it. All right. Round table. You can go right about here. Yeah. And then get these chairs. Place these out, too. Why are you not letting me place it down? There we go. Okay, so that one's fixed now. This one just needs to be kind of pushed over a little bit. And so this shouldn't take that long. We will. I told you I'd do the mods tomorrow. If there's time and like I have an actual chance to sit down, we'll actually start going through all the mods and stuff like that tomorrow. But yeah, better building mod is probably the biggest one that we're going to be adding probably first. Like everybody's unanimously. Oh, I removed the floor. Did not mean to remove that floor. Let's put that back in. Oh, hey, Master of Food. Sorry about that. How's it going? It is going well. It is going well. How is it going with you, sir? Did you beat Grounded yet? Or Grounded 2? I'm curious about that. Very empty on the YouTubes, I guess. I mean, actually, let me rephrase that. Yeah, that one is empty. I see which one you're on. Horizontal is not attracting anybody today. TikTok's all right. Vertical on YouTube's doing all right. I have no idea what Twitch is at, but that's fine. Okay, get this chair. All right. Don't ask. You're gonna need to kind of like reset a bunch of your chairs and stuff because I'm kind of just throwing them all together right here. But there you go, buddy. Let me go get, I guess, 4 more planks or logs rather. Now let's sit on the ground and simultaneously rest in the chair. Good, 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 good. That's awesome. Nothing better than iced green tea. I need to actually get some tapioca balls, make some boba at home. I used to do that all the time. It's good times. All right, so I just have like a handful of things left to go and get. Let's go get a couple more logs real fast. You finished a piece. I want to see what your base looks like. I want to see what your guys' bases look like because I'm super curious about that myself. I'll be honest with you, I feel a little limited in Grounded too. Like, yeah, it's in early access. It's supposed to be limited, right? But I feel very limited with the base building, so I haven't really been inspired to build much inside of that game, which is unfortunate because, like, it's good. It's not like it's a bad game. It's just I want my mushroom bricks. I want the ash cement. I want the better materials. I don't want to build a base out of grass. You know, does that make sense? Like, or am I just being a little annoying and pretentious and stuff like that? I don't know. Well, you just got to make it fun there, don't ask. That's the secret to getting through family vacations. Like, I never enjoyed any of the family vacations I had growing up, like any of them. But the secret to enjoying a family vacation is to just kind of find ways to make it fun for yourself. Even if you're not like directly included in your family's fun, find ways to just have fun for yourself. You got a fat slug cut up. Well, that probably would kill that slug. If not, you would probably notice if the slug was still there. Yeah, that's what I'm building my creative base out of is the pine needles, which, yeah, it's cool and all, but I don't know. I kind of want to build more, you know, just have that itch to it, you know. Well, then, I mean, I'm sure that there's got to be some fun things that you could be doing there, don't ask. There's got to be some fun stuff. There's a reason you go every year, right? Like, there's got to be something fun out there. Oh, just chugging along with this. So this is the restaurant. And it's Don't Ask who's going to be building the restaurant, so we'll call this Don't Ask Food and Stuff. There you go. Well, that sounds unpleasant. Very unpleasant. All right, drop all those nails there, and then go get some more planks. We'll see family. That's an exciting reason to go visit somewhere. Not trying to sound terrible or anything like that, but like I don't really talk to my family that much, so like that's not, in my opinion, that's not really a good reason. So boo-hoo creative. Creative is fantastic, sir. You watch your mouth. Well, there you go. I'm master of food, just bringing it back. Well, then it didn't die. If you're hearing its cries, it definitely didn't die if you're hearing the cries. Don't ask food and stuff. I'd shop there. I'd go to that restaurant. Maybe. I don't know. I might go to that restaurant. All right, almost done with building these wall frames. And then I do have to like put walls on this. So it's not like we're done just when we get everything built up here. We're at 1300. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Did not mean to jump this. Oops. Oh, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm scratched and I'm bleeding. Didn't mean for that to happen. Whoops. Sorry about that. Don't know why I said sorry about that. But yeah. Didn't mean to bleed. Alright, let's finish these wall frames. And then I guess I have some wounds that I have to go lick and feel better about, right? Maybe? I don't know. 1 bowl of soup is 4 worms. There you go. Already figuring out the economy in our new world. Alright, almost framed out here. I need to go find some booze or some disinfectant. I thought I had some disinfectant on me, but I only have antidepressants. Okay, so we're out of planks, but we got logs. So let's go ahead and saw some logs and put a door in this place. I do want to go make a trip over to the GigaMart because there is a bunch of stuff that I want to do there. But either way, okay, hang on. I was not supposed to do this. Was not. Thank you very much for that sub. Appreciate that subscribe. All right, we're going to take this one down so I can put a wall or a door in. Yeah, because that's the one that I was supposed to put in is this door frame. That's what I meant. I can build? What do you mean? Well, I still have to destroy this in order to get it to fit. Otherwise, the door frame wouldn't have worked. All right, and we can now pick up this plank because now we have a spare one. What's new? What's new? The new subscribe thing. Yeah, it only works when you have a channel. It doesn't work for people that just have like Google accounts, which I think is kind of unfortunate. I think you need to do both, but I don't know. I don't know. When I first hooked it in, I kind of forgot that I hooked it in. And so I was not expecting it whatsoever. Like, it was just not expecting it. Man, already with the dirty bandage. Already with a dirty bandage here. It's just a little scratch, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, nobody likes dirty rags, right? Am I out of water? Yeah, I just finished the last of my water, too. All right, hang on. Let's go find some disinfectant real fast. Nope, that might be all Jay stuff. Jay, I'm stealing one of your bottles of water. And I'm leaving... taking 2 bottles of water. Anything in here? Alcohol wipes. Yeah, that's what we need. All right, that's what we need. I don't know whose stuff this is, but I'm taking your alcohol wipes. Please and thank you. Oh, I'm good, dude. I got everything I need right here. I'm good. Oh, that's your loot too? Well then, there you go. Thank you very much. I borrowed your first aid kit and your alcohol wipes. Thanks. I'll replace those. But yeah, I want to get these bandages cleaned up. Fix up these scratches. Disinfect. What, the other loot upstairs? Give me a minute. Just need to bandage these up real fast. I don't want to use dirty rag. Alright, there we go. Well, that's fantastic. We need to set up where we're going to have our little infirmary. Alright, so I know power's out. Is water out too? Damn, water is out too, guys. That's not fun. I was expecting to have a little bit more time with the water before that all got shut down. Wait, why am I going to your loot? I don't need anything in the loot. Yeah, I don't need anything up here, right? At least I shouldn't need anything up here. Hey, what's going on? How are you doing? Was it Muzza? If I said that terribly wrong, just let me know. I'm good, buddy. I don't need anything out of your loot. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need anything. I'm gonna just clean up these rags and refill my waters. But that's it. Which I don't even think I needed to do anything with that. All right, let's head on downstairs again. My legs are a little scratched up and I'm in pain, but I'll be all right. I got antidepressants. And there's no need to take antidepressants because I have good happiness. Yeah, we're doing good, buddy. We're doing fantastic. All I really need to do is just get some more some stuff here. Oh, I'm good. I got rip sheets. I don't need bandages. I got the rip sheets. So yeah, I'm set. Back to work. So before we go to the GigaMart, it's getting late, which is unfortunate. But we only have 100 more points before we're going to be at the next level here for, what's it called? Carpentry. So I'm going to just keep it going. It's wrong? Sorry about that, buddy. I'm terrible with names. Like, that's just how I've always been. I need to get better at that. It's something that I want to do, but some names are just tricky. All right, drop all these logs. Saw these logs, all of them. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to get the walls built up. That's kind of my goal, because I think I unlock level 3 at level 5, and so we'll see. Actually going to find out right here. Give me all of these planks. Hang on. Grab all of the planks. I mean, if you want, you can if you want. Sure. Why not? Onward. All right, so it's Turkish. It means Muzz. It means banana. And Adam. So it's Banana Man. That's pretty epic. That's pretty epic. I don't know. Don't ask. Sometimes you just go with the flow of things. Yeah, there it is. There's Carpentry 5. Hang on. So can now I do the next level of... No, I can't. That's at level 7. I thought I could do one more, but I was wrong. Banana Man is real. Banana Man is real. What up, King? A Way Out. Man, what a good name. What a good game that one is. That's a fantastic game. No spoilers, because there's probably some people who have never gotten to check out that masterpiece before. But what a good game No Way Out is. Or A Way Out is. I won't even talk about it, like, because I don't want to give anybody a spoiler. Man, my leg is still hurting this bad. How is my leg hurting this bad? All right, I'm bandaged. Everything's looking good. I'm no longer in, like, serious pain. So let's go get in the car for a little bit and, like, we can just kind of sit tight for a little bit in there. All right, down to the car. Yeah, don't say the thing. Don't say what the thing is, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Understandable, man. Understandable. All right, here's my car. So, okay, so you're saying GigaMart, right? Let me open the map real fast. Oh, I guess I can get rid of... I guess I can erase that. Don't need to erase that. We'll keep it there. Okay, so this is the GigaMart. That's where we're heading. But I just need to kind of rest for a moment here. Am I hot or just wet? Or unpleasantly hot? All right, let's turn the heater on. Good. Good. Yeah, that's the type of game that like people need to experience for themselves. It is a good game. All right, onward. Onward. That's true. That's true. That's a good point. See, there's like nothing at the GigaMart in terms of zombies. Like it's not that risky of a place anymore. So we'll be all right. My legs are still busted up. Is this food all rotten? Yeah, of course it is. Can I de-seed any of this fruit, though? Nah. Alright. Well, at least we got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. The pickaxes, man. Such a great weapon. I almost want to switch to the pickaxe over my axe here. Yeah, let me just check the damage. Yeah, because the damage is higher. Alright, we're going to switch to this pickaxe. Just a bigger fan of pickaxes, if I can be honest. And that go in the backpack. And now, where's my pickaxe? That can now attach to my back. Perfect. Alright, and then we might as well attach some things to our belt. Like a screwdriver. Where's my hammer? There it is. There we go. You've already cleared out everything in here? There's so much food in here that you left behind. And this is what I need to grab, is all of the farming stuff. So now I'm going to grab this stuff. All right, open up some of this canned chili. Delicious canned chili time. Eat that for a minute. Oh, I appreciate you doing that. That's awesome. I actually forgot about that bit from Grand Theft Auto. So there you go. All right, basic stuff's here. Nothing to really worry about. I'm no longer injured, so I can kind of get it moving. And come on, why are you not activating there? Okay, nothing there. Okay, so, and then seed bag, you can actually go on the ground. So we're gonna grab all of these. And then that can drop. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to do in here. There's not really much in here. Is it a PvP server? No, it's mostly PvE. We request that everybody kind of like gives each other an option if they want to do some PvP. So you can enable it. But ultimately, it's not something that like people are readily doing by themselves. Get some seasonings. Let's find some seasoning. Let's find some seasonings. Is coffee a seasoning? No. I know that everybody's just like, what are you talking about? It can be used as an ingredient. All right, that was all cans and pastas, bowls, blah, blah, blah. There's some seasoning, some brown sugar, some olive oil, some yeast, some bouillon cubes. All right, let's see what else we can get. So many canned goods here. Hang on, there are some more seasonings here. Hot sauce, ketchup, marinara, peanut butter. Perfect. There's some more bouillon. All right, that should hopefully be enough to kind of get you going. Let me get into, or just drop this off in the car. So yeah, there's not really much in the GigaMart that I want to waste my time getting. Let's go find some other place to loot. Wait, why do I have these leather gloves here? Random. I'm going to just delete those. And this walkie-talkie too. Dismantle that. Sounds good. Definitely sounds good, buddy. All right, let's dump this food in the car real fast. and then get a move on. I guess these electrical bits too. That kind of makes the most sense, right? Okay. Well, there you go, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's definitely it's a beautiful one. It's probably one of the better ones that's come out in a very, very long time, in my opinion. All right, let's raid something, or not raid something. Let's go loot something. Should I go do the school? Nah. What's this building? I don't remember what this building is. Let's go raid it real fast. Depends on what time. I'd be down depending on what time you're thinking about doing it. Because I stream at the same time pretty much every single day. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah, the generator. Is it in... my guess is there's a garage right here. Like a shed. And so my guess is it's in this shed back here. I'm going to go check this shed out regardless. Is this it? Found it. Bunch of random stuff here. Hey, a welder's mask. We're needing that. The big thing that we need to find is a propane torch. If we can find a propane torch, I'd be so happy. But yeah. Kill this zombie real fast. What up, friend? Pick your face. Surprised that kind of took 3 hits. Alright, let's pick up this generator and get it back to the car. Take generator. There it is. So it looks like, based on just the size of the base and everything that we need to do, it's looking like we're going to need about 3 generators. Maybe 3, 4 generators, if I'm being honest. So we'll see. But alright, there's that generator. I guess we can put all this seed packets in here too. I don't need to be carrying those. The welder's mask can go in here too. Saw can go back in my bag. Actually, all this stuff can go back in the bag. Oh, you know what? Do I have... Curious if these bandages are like... Yeah, I still need to put bandages down. Alright, no worries. Clean these rags real fast. Let's keep these disinfected so that way we don't have to deal with the infections. Sucks that we're taking a little bit of pain, but I'd rather take a little bit of pain than get an infection and have to like rush and do something. All right, so again, we're looking for maybe 1, 2 more generators. We'll see. But garages are kind of our... Oops. 17, you're going to have to fix my car. I hit a post. I hit a lamp post. Is that a school? Is that the school? That's a cop. I'll kill that cop. Hang on. It's the cops. Just double back real fast. And smacky. I know you can make the disinfected rags, but I figure with how little those scratches were, like they were tiny scratches. I didn't need to do much. I saw that one come out of the door there. Just doubling back. Come on now. There we go. All right, let's get inside. There was a cop that went inside, and so I wanna find that cop. Coming outside? Come on out, buddy. Yeah, it's nice out here. That's nice. You're not gonna die at all. I mean, you might die a little bit, but that's just a little bit. What up, flat top? There we go. I love the pickaxe as a weapon. I found one in like my solo character a while ago. And man, did I love this, like fall in love with this weapon. Yeah, you can build the wall. You can keep looting. Like, I mean, we're so early on that a little bit of everything is what is the best answer to what should I do on the Zomboid server for the team. A little bit of everything. We could use a little bit of everything. So the school's not really going to have anything we need. The only reason, and I really mean this, the only reason why I went in here is because a cop went in here. Like a full uniformed police officer came in here. And it would be really, really cool to find that cop because it looked like he had a holster with a gun. But then in addition to having a holster with a gun, he also had a like baton, like a nightstick on him. So I'm checking all that out. Sounds good, buddy. I mean, don't feel like you have to like risk your life every single time you play. But yeah, that's kind of where everything's at right now. Is we just need to kind of get good loot as quickly as we can. Yeah, smack that face. All right, let's keep looking for this cop. I have no idea where this cop is. Hang on, I hear this door. One of these doors is smacking like there's zombies in it, so I gotta be careful here. Is this the nurse's office? Okay. Free bandage. Well, the best option I can tell you is talk with probably 17 or Jay, because I'm going to be on at the exact same time. So if you got to go a little bit earlier, you might need to roll with one of them instead of me. But either way, we'll make it work. All right, hang on, let's fill up our waters with this. Because even though we're running out of water, we want to take advantage of that. All right, that's the gym. Okay. I hear one. There it is. I see it. You see it? It's gonna, as soon as I move this, it's going to pop. Found the cop. I knew there was a full uniformed police officer here. So there's the holster, but anyway, M9. Got a key. Nightstick I don't really care about. You need 3 people? Depends on what you're planning on doing, because, like, don't raid Louisville. Like, that's the one thing that I asked you guys not to do, is just don't do Louisville. Because it would be super cool to do that as a crew on a live stream with some specific, like, parameters and stuff. Hang on. Want to see if that's worthwhile. Oh, yeah, look at that police hat. I am ditching the safety of this hard hat that I've been carrying for so long just for this really cool police hat. There you go. All right, anything in here? Some baseball bats, a football helmet. Oh, I would say stay away from that area, because I would love to keep that fresh so that way we can actually make some content instead of just rushing to do something. Because that's one of the reasons why the Minecraft server didn't really go that far, is because everybody kind of just like went off, did their own thing. And I mean, that's kind of how Minecraft works. But yeah, the Minecraft server, like, it's pretty vacant at these days because everybody's kind of just out of stuff to do. So yeah, I would say if you guys want to go raid something, you can go raid the prison. That's something that you could do. Try to find the guns in the prison. Just as a secondary option. All right, well, the school, this isn't going to have anything, like, at all. So let's get to the back here and find our next location. We could probably find a library with some books in here, but I don't need any books or anything. Like, we have that. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, 3 people with shotguns taking on the prison is not that bad. We did pretty good until somebody made a very, very small error, and then it didn't get any better from there. All right, let's head on down here. I see a garage down this way, and that's kind of what we're aiming for. Is I'm looking for generators, because apparently this base is going to require multiple generators, which that to me that is crazy in my opinion, that this game is going to require multiple generators like that. Yes, I know I'm leaving the car on. I'm intentionally doing that so that way I can... Yeah, I knew there was one behind me. I'm going to go to where the headlights are. So that way I can at least see what I'm doing. Yeah, there's two more down there, but they haven't aggroed, so we'll just focus up here. Really need to get to the next level on axe, because that's when you start doing like every other hit's a one-hit kill. Oh, it's a nice watch. Yeah, it's a really nice watch. Sounds good, buddy. If you can, I'll be impressed. Would definitely be impressed if you can. All right, so let's keep the car running just in case we need lights. Gotta love when these sheds don't have like anything. What good is that gonna do? There's like nothing here except for an empty shelf. Okay. All right, so that one was a bust. Let's move to this one. There you go. Well, that's exciting. Wait, your bro is trying to beat high score. Hang on, 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just caught your message there, King. Sorry, it's one of those like really lazy days for me streaming wise, and it's just, yeah, I don't know why. It's like every time that I play Zomboid, I'm always like 50-50 on keeping up with chat. A Way Out is a fantastic game. It really is. It's one of those games that like you need to play with somebody you care about, like a good friend, you know, so that way by the end of it, you can really test your friendship. Trying to avoid making this harder on myself, but just kind of dragging them out into the light here all the time. That's a bandaged person. Is that like Jay's old character or something? Yeah, there's the next level of axe. Take that. All right, let's go check this over here. It's just after midnight. It's like 12:30. So hopefully this isn't that bad. Nothing. Gonna grab that hand axe though. Yeah, like that. This is how I died. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can find. I have one generator already, but I would love to find a second generator before I get back to the base. All right, let's see. Where would another one be? There's a couple garages back here, so we'll go hit that up first. Let's do it. Like whether or not this is going to have 17 can fix that. Whether or not this is going to have what we need or not is a completely different story, but we at least can go this way. All right, so they're back this way, so we're going to turn around and then set the headlights here. All right, just so we can kind of see around us a little bit better. 2 seconds on chat. The different colors on the house, you mean? Dude, we need hundreds of logs, don't ask. Like, literally hundreds of logs. So just cut them all down as you see them, and they will get used. So the different colors are the different, like, designations of the building. And so yellow is restaurant, black is industrial, like factories or workshops or things like that. Blue is municipal, so it's like schools and police office or police stations and stuff like that. And so yeah, that's what the different colors mean in Zomboid. Come on, let me in. Let me in. Weak. I don't like how dark this backyard is right now, but necessary. Say that in the Discord? What? Say what in the Discord? I'm confused. It happens like every stream. All right, so there was absolutely nothing in that first garage. Or shed, whatever we want to call it. Did I bring any food? I didn't bring any food. All right, there's another one back this way. This one's going to be even darker, which I'm not that excited about. Yep, see, I already drew a zombie, so let's go ahead and reposition the car a little bit. So that way it's not so brutal. There we go. See, 3. It's not bad at all. 4. There we go. There's 3 of them down. 2 more left. Get back to where my headlights are. Yeah, after power goes out, clearing the city is not that fun. But it's doable. You just gotta do it at the right times of day. We've been out for way too long. Alright, so let's reposition the car. We can go a little off-road here. What time is it in game? It is 2 p.m. Yeah, there was a massive horde here just the other day when I went, or yesterday when I went to go pick you up, don't ask. And so I'm hoping that we've gotten the massive horde out a little bit. It looks like I kind of cleared out everything back here. There's one more right here. Hey, Daniel. Good to see you, buddy. I think I've gotten most of the horde done. Should be all right. And it looks like we're relatively clear here. Except for that being locked. Doesn't even look like there's a generator in here. Or could fit a generator. Yep, just metal supplies. Which, I mean, I could grab, but... so the helicopter event probably moved them across the city. So that horde is probably just somewhere else. Alright, well, no generators there. Onward. Whoa. Ran over that person. How many days has it been? I want to say at least 20. It's like, I think you start on the first day of July, if I remember correctly. And it's the 25th of July. So it's at least been 20. We just lost power and water. And I think those were set to anytime within the first 30 days. And so hopefully I'm right about that. Alright, so not the safest location. But I want to check this little tiny building over here. Come on, kill, kill, kill. Yeah. Want to make sure that we're just protecting ourselves on all sides while we're in a really sketchy area. Somebody's knocking on a door somewhere. I don't see where, though. Is it in here? Yeah, I think somebody's trying to break down this. Oh, wait, no. He's right there. He's right here. Lame. You could have just opened it. Could just, like, opened the door. Some gas pumps, metalworking supplies. No generators, though. Alright, let's get back to the base. Get some food, I guess. This is Riverside. So I don't think I've already been to the school, and there definitely is not one at the one here in Riverside. Checking out any of these like remaining sheds. Pretty much, yeah. In English, it's pronounced the same, mostly the same, for both of those. So it is Lewis. At least that's my familiar of it, how I'm familiar with it. All right, I'm going to check maybe 1-2 more sheds. Well, of course, you've been in for like 20 days, where the rest of us have only been in for a couple. So yeah, that makes sense, right? I would hope you have killed the most zombies. It'd be probably a little awkward if you hadn't. Oh, did not park in a safe spot. Yeah, did not park myself in a safe spot whatsoever. Gonna have to play with this a little bit. Be great if they would go down with just a couple hits. I'm at like level 3 or 4 with or 4 with my axe at this point, so they shouldn't take this many hits. That's for sure. All right, come on, spin around. There they all are. He hasn't moved. Nothing behind me still. Cool. Yeah, stand your ground. I want to check this shed. Move. All right, we're getting too far away from the car. I got to double it back without running into any trees. Of course, I go straight through a tree. All right, and back at the car. Anybody back this way? Just one going that way. All right, got to be careful. Some of these only have like 1 or 2 hits left in them, though. So, like, this is not as dangerous. It's just dark. That's the only reason why it kind of sucks. Whew. One almost got the jump on me. Okay. Okay. Almost done. I'll check chat in just 2 seconds, guys. All right, there we go. I even kind of... I knew that we would need to extend the times a little bit, because if we had a couple people that would play this thing nonstop, I kind of had a feeling that power and water would go out very quickly. Nice. There's a generator in here. And so I had a feeling that exactly what happened would happen. And I wish that we set it a little bit better in terms of timing. But either way, I repair pickaxe. Yeah, there we go. Any mods? Not yet, but we're going to be adding them this week. Right now it's vanilla, but once we finished all the onboarding that we did last week and today, then I was going to kind of go through and set everything up. Had to drop this generator just to take you down, so you better go down easy. I'm exhausted, so it's one of the reasons why this is taking a little bit. All right, come on, beeline it to the truck. Let's go. But yeah, we're adding the better building mod. We are adding in an inventory mod, if I remember correctly, the mod that puts horses in the game, so you don't need to worry about cars too much. Lots of other fun random mods like that. All right, speaking of which, let's get to the base. Sounds good. Sounds good. I just dropped the server information inside of oops, didn't mean to honk. Hello, everybody. Build 41, because we're multiplayer right now, and build 42 is not stable for multiplayer. But as soon as a stable 42 comes out, we're going to re-roll the server. It might do a wipe. We don't know yet, but we have a feeling it probably will. And if it does do a wipe, we'll have to kind of make it work from there. But either way. All right, so I got the 2 generators that we need for our base here. And we should be all right after this. Whoa! I always forget about that wreck. All right, get back to the base. I need to stop by the gas station soon. All right, so generator 1 is going to go over by the farm so we can hook in this light. And then generator 2 is going to go inside the front, like next to the front lobby, so that way we can have lights in our lobby again. And I have a bunch of seeds to keep going with the farm, which is fantastic. But all right, so we're going to put the generator right here. Let's just walk up, drop generator. Oh, come on. That's not where it's supposed to go. Take it. You answered me already, Tech? Fantastic. Fantastic. I don't have Discord open, so I'll have to check that out in just a little while. But all right, so connect generator. Let's get this thing cooked up. Then I need to go get some gas, right? Yeah, there's no fuel in that. Man, why am I this over encumbered? I guess I'm just carrying a bunch of miscellaneous junk. I can just keep dropping it right here. Oh, I didn't turn off my car. Gotta turn off the truck. Gotta do that. I always forget to do that. Kill the headlights too. Doing good. Doing good, Tech. Good to hear from you. Hope you had a good day today. All right, still slightly over encumbered, but I think that's partially because I'm hungry. Put some of these keys on our key ring too. Don't need to be carrying these. Save this space. All right, let's put all of this stuff in our backpack. So reduce some size. Hand axe, that's a big one. That should actually probably not even be on my person. And an extra pistol. Yeah, that's why we're over encumbered. What is going on? I'm doing well, Jan Leo. Hope I said that right. All right, there's a gas can. Let's go ahead and grab this gas can. You know what? Actually, we're going to grab 2 gas cans because I'm going to fill up my truck too. 3 gas cans. I'm going to fill up the other one too. Brutal game, King. I'm glad you enjoyed it though. Like it's a fun one. That's for sure. All right, so we're adding all the gas into this thing just to dump it in, fill it up as best we can. How much gas are you going to be able to take? All right, so it's at 100. How much gas we got left in this? 3/4 of a can. All right, that's just going to go in the car real fast. I'll be amazed tomorrow if I log in and all of these walls are going to be done. I'm impressed. Going to be at 60 hours this week. Nice, dude. I mean, that's money in your pocket, though. Can't complain about that. Zomboid, my favorite game? No, not my favorite game. I actually don't know what I would consider my favorite game. There's so many great games out there, but I've never really thought about like what my favorite one is. If I were to really guess what my favorite, or like select a favorite game, man, actually I don't know. I like just straight. I can't think of it right now. I do not know. All right, turn on this generator. Perfect. Man, I would have to say maybe one of the old Final Fantasies. You know, like Final Fantasy VIII or something like that. That's a really good game. Or like Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon 64. You just finished Grounded 2? What'd you think of it there? Have I ever played Dead by Daylight? I love Dead by Daylight. That is such a good game. I feel like it got blown out of proportion. And before like my favorite DLC came out, I never played it. But the Silent Hill DLC, when they did that kind of like blew my mind. I was really excited about that one. All right, let's eat some beef jerky. Just find some food. Actually, am I overweight or underweight? Do I have... I'm still underweight. I'm out of shape and I'm underweight. I need to be eating a lot more. Where's the butter? Yeah. I am eating butter. Just straight up going to eat some butter. Civ 6. Civilization 6. What a great game. I typically play as a survivor in Dead by Daylight, but being a killer is a lot of fun in that game. So I always have a blast either way. All right, so we have another generator that we need to hook in because we only have like power to some of the base. The other generator is going to go right in the front here. Yeah, Tech's here. Tech's definitely here. He was here for a couple minutes. You need the butter? Well, I ate one of the butters. I need to gain weight, so I'm not underweight anymore. Hang on, let's remove these bandages. It looks like I'm healed up at this point. Yeah. Healed up. Sweet. All right. Favorite character? I don't really have a favorite character in Dead by Daylight. It was kind of like, actually, that's not true. It's the dude with glasses, and I can't remember his name right now, but it's the dude with glasses. He's the character that I always selected every single time. Soup pizza? I didn't even know that soup pizza was a thing. That's interesting. King, I'm going to borrow some gas. Not King, I'm sorry. Don't ask, I'm going to borrow some gas. Actually, you know what? I'm right next to my actual gas, so I don't need to do that. All right, connect this generator. Soup and pizza. I gotcha. I gotcha. Is it Dwight? Is that the name, Jan Leo? Of the dude with glasses? He looks like a Dwight. And so that's my gas. All right, I'm going to grab all 5 of these gas cans and fill up all of the generators. Don't ask. When you get on, do not let the generators drop, because we are going to start doing the... we're going to start farming food pretty soon, and so I don't want the generators to drop. Like, I wanted to make sure that they stay fueled. I'm that nerd. Where is the merch, Captain? What? Are you talking about merch for Base Legend? Because we have shirts that got designed. We just haven't hooked them up or like set them up or anything like that. Master of Food is questioning what you're saying as well. Don't ask. He's saying soup on pizza. What? Valid. All right. Look at this. Finally got more power. Finally got more power hooked up here. So I'm curious how far this is going to go. Do we have power back here, or do I still need another generator? It's looking like we need another generator. Yeah. We're still too much. The restaurant is not covered, but it looks like every other room is good. This one maybe on these bathrooms, I'm not sure. So what do I do besides streaming? Oh wait, no, that one works. Okay, so there it is. What do I do besides streaming, Jan Leo? So this is gonna sound weird. I'm a full-time YouTuber, but not with this channel. Base Legend is a little bit of a passion project. The other channel that I do is like financial news and stock market related content and stuff like that. And it's a super, super fun gig. But yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot. There's a lot. All right, let me turn off this generator so I can refill it. There we go. Wait, Captain Hole randomly appeared in the bottom of ship because... Oh, okay. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm that nerd. But it's okay. That happens every stream. All right, generator back on. All right, so unfortunately, the generators are working. All of our food got rotten. Well, actually, it's not rotten. It's stale. There's a couple fresh things in here. Yeah, it's just stale food. Not everything got rotten. That makes me feel a little bit better. Hang on. How's the freezers? Let me check these, because I did see that a bunch of produce went rotten. Some of this is stale, though. Some of it's okay. Like, that cinnamon roll's good. Some of it's fresh. We got fresh potatoes, still fresh processed cheese, some stale shrimp. That'll still work. Yeah, dude. Stale. It's all stale. The frozen stuff didn't go bad. Okay. So we're all right. We can salvage that. All right, so I got my gas cans. I'm going to need to go fill up more gas cans pretty soon. Wait, don't go up? What do you mean don't go up? Somebody find another generator, though. That's one that we're going to need to figure out, is more generators. What about mashed eggs? Wouldn't that just be scrambled eggs? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Wait, you just got a great idea I'm sure someone not important made? What do you mean? You're going to have to explain that one a little bit. To the other fridge? Oh, you have a bunch of just rotten food in there? Gotcha. All right, well, let's rest for a minute. I have high exertion. And then I guess we'll go back to working on the farm a little bit. Just checking. Yeah, okay, so my multiplier's still there. First aid is doing all right. Farming, I haven't gotten a single farming experience yet, which is weird to me. I feel like I should have done a lot more farming. And then probably one of these days, I'm going to go on a shooting spree and just go out to one of the cities that we haven't done. And it's just kind of one of those things where I want to just get out there and just fire off the gun a bunch and get my my experience there. I'd be into joining something like that, Jan Leo. Definitely be interested in joining something like that. Is that still on? No. Okay. Wouldn't that be basically like an egg salad, Master of Food? Like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that kind of looks like an egg salad. All right, so hang on. I want to get all of these seeds back. And then I had some packets of seeds elsewhere. Are those still in the car? Yeah. Get all these seeds. Okay, and I think I ditched the seed bag somewhere else. So I'm good there. Okay. All right. First aid's at 2? Nice. Congratulations, buddy. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically like egg salad, but instead of butter, we use like milk or cream or mayonnaise. Probably most people use mayonnaise. That would kind of make the most sense. All right, finally going to be able to fill out some of these spots. And what else did we have? Strawberries. Didn't get another packet of strawberries, unfortunately. That's the one that like I have the least of here. But I want all of them to at least build out to this far. All right, sounds good, Jan Leo. Hang on. Let me go ahead and open up Discord real fast. Sounds good, buddy. Well, I'm probably only going to be on for about like 5-10 more minutes. But more the merrier. You're proud of that one, don't ask. Hey, you know, I think that it actually, I've never tried it, but you know what? It might work out. All right, what are these supposed to be? Oh, I have insecticide problems. I need to treat that. Hang on. What is it? Info. Okay, so that's broccoli. We have broccoli over here. So we plant more broccoli. There we go. But we got pests. So I'm going to have to figure out insecticide. Okay, so this is obviously cabbage. Are those done? Cabbage might be done, actually. Take a pickle. I'm listening. All right, hang on. Discord just opened up. Hang on. And friends. Trying to do all of this simultaneously. All right, and to add a friend. Leo 2. All right, sent you a friend request there on Discord. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. All right, so let's dig some more furrows over here. I think this one is... Actually, can't remember what this one is. Sounds good. Yeah, let me know about that community. That's the type of one that I would join. That sounds pretty exciting. I'd do that. All right, hang on. Get info. What are these? These are the carrots. Okay. So yeah, it looks like we got a lot of problems with some of these. It's not telling me what the problem is there, but there is a treat problem option. See, there you go. See, you were complaining about Croatia, but you're saying it's also beautiful. So at least you're enjoying yourself a little bit. All right, there's the carrots. So, all right, I'm going to do this just because I want to have this all cleaned up. Item list viewer. I want to find the insecticide. Insecticide spray. Okay. And then strawberries. Just to finish this out because I cannot find a single strawberry seed anywhere else. All right. There we go. Where am I from? I'm in SoCal, Southern California. That is where I am. All right, so strawberry seeds. Open all of these strawberry seeds up. Cool. Nope, I don't want to put those out. We want to sow the strawberries. Just wanted to get this done for the longest time ever. Oh, I will. Yeah, I'll hop on Discord after the stream. Don't ask. I typically do. I typically go downstairs and like hang out for a couple minutes, check notifications, see like how the stream went views wise and stuff like that. And then I'll take a little bit of a break, and then I got tons of work to kind of just get done tonight. So I'll be around. All right, strawberries are done. Farm's looking good. All right, so next up we got potatoes, we got radishes, and we got tomatoes. So I don't think I'm going to have enough to do like everything here. So let's just do 4s. Just to make things a little easier. Just to see. Sounds good, Tech. Well, I appreciate that, and I'll check your message as soon as I can here. And I'm hoping that there's one more available crop, but I don't actually know if I have all the crops yet. When is the anniversary with 2 N's? What do you mean by that? I'm confused. Oh, because we don't really bother with Twitch, Jan Leo. It's not really our primary platform. And so it's kind of one of those things that I've always ignored a little bit. Unnecessarily. Like, we don't need to ignore it, really. But I've just never really bothered with it. We focus on our TikTok and our YouTube. Those are our primary platforms. Man, so that's only 4 each. So hang on. If this is 2 by 5, that's 10. And they're 4 each. I could probably pull it off. All right, let's do it. I'm going to call it in just a couple of minutes, so we might as well just dig them out, right? Yep. I mean, the only reason why we created Twitch was back in the day, like 1 or 2 viewers for like a handful of games they asked me to play in a horizontal layout. And so we put together the Twitch just for that. And then we started dual streaming on YouTube. And so now it's like, it's not a big deal. What's going on, Tech, on Twitch? All right. That took a long time. Radish seed packet. How many radish seeds does it take to plant? 6 each. So we won't be able to close this one out, but we'll at least be able to get a little bit further. So I think we can do 4 more, so it's going to be 2 short, which is fine. Wait, that's not Tech. That's Master of Food. I'm sorry. I got your handles confused. I got your handles mixed up. My bad. All right, well, while I got the furrow tool pulled out here, let me go ahead and do this. So that way we can just sow the rest of these seeds. And then I guess tonight I'll handle all the pests because we don't want to have like terrible food quality, right? Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, if I don't care about the platform, I don't care about the platform. So I'm not going to be improving my Twitch anytime soon. That's just how I've always approached it. Like, the fact of the matter is a new young creator can make probably 20, 30 times more money on YouTube or TikTok than they can on Twitch. And so that's my number one advice. Like, when people are just like, hey, you're a full-time streamer, you're a full-time content creator, how can I become a full-time content creator? My number one advice is don't invest time or energy into Twitch. It is a waste of your time and energy. Invest it into YouTube, and you can literally make hundreds of dollars every single video that you put out if you know how to do the marketing properly. Hey, Jeff. How you doing, man? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sending him an invite, don't ask, that'd be pretty cool. Was looking over at the other chats, and I didn't see that. Okay, so there's the farm, all the crops that you can do inside of this game. Fantastic that ended. Investigate, water, don't care about the water. Treat problem, pests, flies. What's this? Don't know why it said 50, but just checking out this insecticide spray here. So I wonder if I'm getting any experience for farming from treating these problems. Yeah, you told me a long time ago, Master of Food. Definitely told me a long time ago. Yeah, so it looks like these cabbage are done. All right, so I'm just going to harvest these cabbage and then plant some more, and then I am calling it here. Finally got to level 1 of farming. Fantastic. Yeah, you definitely can. I mean, I'm probably not going to be changing too much about our YouTube format just because of how we've done this. Like all that stuff. Oh, I don't do... No. Not wasting my time with an intro, outro. That's like early 2000s YouTube advice. But now nobody watches through an intro, outro unless it's 1 to 2 seconds, and I make those myself. And so I appreciate it, Jen, but no. Probably not going to be doing it. Our channel currently pays the bills for 6 full-time people. And so, yeah. Not going to be making too many efforts. I like joining other communities of other creators, but yeah. So Jeff, if you go onto our Zomboid channel on the Discord, that's where you're going to find it. So head to the Zomboid channel. All right, so I have all these cabbages, 62 fresh cabbages. Fantastic. Let me go put these in the fridge, and then I'm going to eat one of my fresh cabbages. Delicious. First thing I've ever grown and cooked or made in this game. Gonna eat that. That's awesome. All right, hang on. Let's go to our skills here. Farming. So we got up to farming 2 just from all of that work there. That's awesome. But that means that I need to learn or read the farming 2 book. So that's something that I'm going to be working on next. All right, well, next up, let me go ahead and just dump all this stuff in the fridge, and then I'm going to be calling it here, so let me go ahead and say the stuff that I normally say at the end of every single stream. If you like base building in video games, survival video games, horror video games, psychological horror, survival horror, all of that type of stuff, mainly any type of game that has a base building mechanic, that's the type of thing that we do here all day long at the Base Legend channel. And so if that's something that you're into, please make sure that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We put out content every single day on YouTube and TikTok. We stream on 4 or 5 different platforms every single day as well. And so if you are looking to kind of just stick with a really consistent group of people, that's what we try to produce. And so anyway, that's Base Legend in a nutshell. My name's Kevin. You don't have to call me Base or anything like that. There's 3 streamers on this channel. There's myself, Kevin, then there's Gwen, and then there's Jay. I'm back on tomorrow. Jay is back on Wednesday. I'm stalling right now so I can get all of this rotten food out of our fridge. I don't know. I'm just one of those people that in real life, if something goes rotten in my fridge, I want it out of there immediately. And so there we go. Get all this outside. Let's go throw this all outside. And then bam. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Always a pleasure to sit back and entertain you guys for a little while. Not the worms. That's our currency in this one. Bam. All right. Upstairs? No, dude. I gotta run. But tomorrow, you can show me everything. The other fridge with the rotten stuff, that's your fridge. I didn't put that fridge up there. I'll let you take care of that one. All right, anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, trying to put content out every single day is it's a lot, but it's worth it. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, I kind of want to do Grounded, but at the same time, I also really want to keep going with Zomboid because the server's new. So either way, guys, see you next time. Go check out our Grounded video that I just posted. New video on, what game did I play today? Scum. New video on Scum comes out in just a few hours. Have a good one. Bye. I do actually remember you, Doffy. I definitely remember.